Freeman Guerrilla Warfare. Is it Gordon Freeman or Freeman? Freeman. It's the Freeman. Is it worth a buy? Let's read the words of the developer who stole the whole idea from Mountain Blade. A new type of first-person shooter combined with strategy game and RPG elements, in other words, the entire game of Mountain Blade. Raise money, build an army, manage towns, wage wars, and conquer the world with fine marksmanship and elaborate strategies like Mountain Blade. Yes guys, what we've got here is a pretty much copy and paste of Mountain Blade, set in kind of like an armour style setting, guns and shit. So what? So what that it's copied Mountain Blade? I don't care that it's copied one of the best games ever made, because all games copy games. That's how you get games. Where I kind of get a bit peeved is there's not really much added to that. In fact, this isn't anywhere near as complete as Mountain Blade. It is still in early access, mind, which probably accounts for that reason, but Mountain Blade had flaws. Mountain Blade was not the perfect game. It had some annoying, piss-poor things in it. And I would have liked to have seen the developers, yeah, if you're going to go and make a Mountain Blade clone, as this feels like it is, then, yeah, add more shit. Not shit, bad shit, good shit. Add good shit. But this, at the minute, it feels like a bare-bones Mountain Blade mod. That's the problem with it. For example, those people who, in fact, I'll tell you what, let me just quickly explain what Mountain Blade is for those people who don't habla. And I'll do it by explaining how this game works, because this isn't Mountain Blade. So this is running with what looks like the Unity engine, and you start off with a small group of mercenaries. They're just shit guys. They're just like farmers with shitty guns. And you have a shitty gun as well, a pistol. And what you have to do is you have to work your way up and take over the entire land. Now the way you do that is you start attacking people and stealing all their shit. So you're going to start off with just one for your looters, your bandits, your looters. You're not going to be going attacking a regular army, because you'll just get owned. So you start off attacking a few looters, winning a few battles, getting a few better weapons, getting a bit of money, taking everything from the spoils of war, going to a friendly city, and then trading all the spoils that you've took. So you might want to be selling all your leather, your maps, anything that's tradable. But you have to keep food, because as you trek around the open world map, which you can see here, it consumes food, which is represented in the top right hand corner. You don't know how much food, so you just take a wild guess and kind of keep about 700 or 800 going all the time. If you run out of food, just pop into your nearest friendly settlement and just trade, buy some more. Now you need money to buy shit, so you get money from, again, killing people, stealing their money. That's how the game works. You then buy better equipment, where you can equip yourself with Kevlar helmets and bulletproof vests and all the rest of that kind of stuff. You can get better weapons, you can get scopes to put on the weapons. That's about it with the weapons. You can put a silencer on it, and that's about the level of customization that you get, so don't expect anything that's like really complex on the modding of your weapons. Also as well, don't expect weapons to be very good. The gunplay in this is very ropey at the minute. You get a lot of twitches on the guns, there's a bit of wobble on them. You have a perk system that you must take care of, to be honest. If you don't put the points in the right things, and there's a lot of points to put in, you're not going to be able to shoot much. You've got to up your dexterity and your accuracy, or you're going to be missing with pretty much every shot. I found that out to my dismay early on. Now also with the perk system, as you get XP, you unlock pretty much everything through this system. Probably the most important thing is how many squads you can take into battle. So you have to level up your command ability so that you can command up to the maximum of 7 squads. That's as high as it goes. That's as many as I've been able to command anyway. So you've got your upgraded weapons. You might have a light machine gun, a sniper rifle, or a heavy machine gun. You've got your first aid kits, you've got your 7 squads. What next? Well, your squads level up. As you get into battle, your squads will level up, and you can take them along different paths. You can't see what the path is until it's ready to level up, but you might be able to change it into a machine gun team, or a sniper team, or just an elite set of dudes. So it's important that you bloody the nose of your new squads. Don't just keep putting out your best squads all the time. Kind of like rotate them a little bit. That's what I do. If it's an easier battle, I stick out me novices and get them a little bit of combat experience, and so on and so forth. You do this to build up yourself a good army. Once you've got a good army, you then attack a settlement and take it over as your own, and that's where the good bit comes in. The combat is so repetitive and boring. After you've done like 20 battles, it's just like, oh my goodness, this is just so boring. Because the combat is so basic. I mean, basically what happens is you attack or get attacked by a group, and you then are put on a big map. You don't know where the enemy is. They seem to know where you are, and your men have eagle eyes, and you are really struggling to see. It is hard to spot the enemy because the map's so open and there's trees and a lot of shrubbery, but your men spot them instantly and they spot you pretty much instantly, and then you just basically mow them all down. Now the good thing about it is you can put your map on and you can move your guys around like an RTS, so you can kind of set ambushes and flank the enemy and stuff. So it is alright, it is fun, but after 20 identical battles it gets a bit boring. So what I'd kind of do is just keep changing my weapon, just play with different weapons to bring a little bit of newness to the battles. But when I attacked a settlement, that was different. It was a lot better, a lot more fun with buildings, going into buildings and firing through the windows and all that. And the battles were bigger, obviously, because you're attacking a settlement. I think there was 68 onto 43, which was really good fun. I enjoyed it. But again, having played Mount and Blade, I felt that it was really lacking, because in Mount and Blade, when you're attacking settlements, you've got these big siege engines that you push up against a wall and you climb and you breach the castle walls, and it's such good fun. This isn't anywhere near as good fun as Mount and Blade was as far as the base sieges go, but it is much better than fighting your basic boring battles outside. Now, when I said at the beginning of the review there's a lot of stuff missing, yeah, there is. I mean, for example, in Mount and Blade you go and see kings and you get quests and there's a lot more to the game. In this, it's just as it is at the minute. It's kind of like a bare bones. They're adding all the time. I mean, there's kind of like a daily patch at the minute where they're changing stuff, which is good, because a lot of the things that need changing are bugs. There's shit tons of bugs in this, but I've noticed today there's less bugs than there was yesterday. One of the main ones was they've moved where the text was when you mouse over stuff in your inventory. It used to be overlaying other text. They've now moved that to the top left, so that's good. But my scope's wobbling a bit now. So, you know, they're working on it. The developers are working on it, and it is getting lots and lots of daily updates. If you've never played a Mount and Blade game, I mean, Mount and Blade is a very old engine now. It looks like vomit. This looks better because it's Unity, so it looks a lot better than Mount and Blade looks. So if you're looking to get into maybe a more modern Mount and Blade game, then hey, try it out. It's not a bad game, but it can get boring. I love this type of game where you control your squads and you're going into battle and you loot the enemy, you sell the stuff, you explore the map, and you build up your kingdom and take out the enemy kingdoms. There's a hell of a lot of gameplay here. It's not the most expensive game in the world. I think it's retailing at the minute for £11, and you'll get your money's worth on that. You will get £11 worth of, I mean, I've played it for 13 hours, I think. 13.6 hours I've played it. I'm a big Mount and Blade fan, so, you know, I kind of got into it. It's just not as good as Mount and Blade. If you're going into this thinking, oh wow, this is going to be a much better game than Mount and Blade, it's not. And I think a lot of the positive reviews, the big, really positive reviews, have come from people who've never played a Mount and Blade game. They're just kind of, wow, this is such a new concept. Well, it's not. It's been around for ages. But look, I'm going to thumb it up, and I'll tell you why. I like Mount and Blade. I like the way a Mount and Blade game plays. This does play like Mount and Blade, there's no doubt about it. It's just a shame that it's just kind of like a bare bones at the minute. And what I'm going to do, I'm stopping playing it now, because I want at least another 6 months development on this. I want a lot more content added, because rinse and repeating the same battles over and over again did get boring after 13 hours. But that's because I'm a Mount and Blade veteran. If I wasn't, I'd still be probably playing it now. So it's not fair to thumb this down because I'm so used to playing a Mount and Blade game. So that's why I'm going to thumb it up, because it isn't a bad game. It's not a bad game, and it's only £11. So there you go, guys. That is the Freeman. It is a Mount and Blade almost mod, but it is a new engine, and the weapon sounds is great. Music's a bit shit. The voices are annoying, but overall, it's a fun game.